Everyone, it's Nick with Us versus Herd. If it's your first time here, hit the subscribe button. If you want to get notifications for when we go live 30 minutes after market close. Hit the bell. We also have our free options trading group. If you're interested in joining that, I post all my trades in there. People ask questions. Great community of people. So join us if you're interested. Hit the link below for that as well. Got a few people in here already. We were chatting it up with Joe, Ice Cooler, Hamed, FC, Derek. What's going on? Carmine, how you doing? Jeff, welcome. Glad you all are here. I'm still battling my cold, but I think I'm getting over the hump here. I didn't make any money this. Greg, what's going on? Loading the good. If you're here right now, say what up. Loading the good. Wrecked 1K. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the 1K club. Negative 1K club. Cobra Commander, hi. JC down 260. Yeah, not as bad as me this week. Diz, what's going on? Dizzy, what's going on? Kit, I don't know if you guys are both watching together. Diz and Kit, what's going on? We're here. If you made money today, comment got paid. If you lost money this week or today, comment learned a lesson. Yeah, JC, GE2. I actually posted in our group those 750 puts today. Joe was talking about these, but I wish I played them. Those 750 puts today went up 400%. Lesson learned. Ice Cooler, you got to learn your lesson, man. FC got paid $5.99. It's better than losing. So the grand I lost isn't I didn't lose a grand today. I lost a grand this week. Killing it on paper money, losing money on real. Greg, gotta control your emotions. No damage to me. I'm in the cash except for JC penny short. Like actual $6. Did pretty good playing yield curve Oliver. Glad. Like for me, I waited for a couple of people to get in here before I kind of go through my spiel. I can kind of close this up. I finished up $13 unrealized for the week. I mean, this was my first week back, and it was a tough one. I definitely wish I traded last week. I was here last week and took this week off, because last week looked like a fun week, and I didn't do any trades because it was Thanksgiving week, and I took the whole week off because I had like 3 winning weeks in a row. I wanted to spend time with the fam, and the market collapsed last week, and this week was just so much chop. Got us all messed up. Yeah, today I'm down on per account 125. Most of it wouldn't have been so bad if it wasn't for CRM. So CRM, I closed a position out yesterday for $82 profit per account, and then I opened another short position. I bought the 138 call on CRM, if you guys remember from yesterday, and after I bought the put, I bought the 138 call. Sorry for the confusion. It really just went flat. It really just was flat. And then today we actually gapped down. I had the opportunity to close that CRM position for break even, and I didn't do it because I thought that we were going to go lower, just the way it was looking, but it didn't end up that way, as you can see. So that's why I lost $60 today on that put that I bought yesterday. So I thought we were going to kind of break this and head lower, and then when we did break it, we just didn't hit. We didn't head lower on CRM. So Then when it came up to here, when it came up to 141, I bought the 135 put for next week. It's probably easy for you guys to see it here. The only trade I did all day, I bought the 135 put for next week for 121. It's now trading for 68 cents. So, we'll see. Chatting, tough week for me, honestly. Yeah. So I'm down $1,000 this week, and in the long run, I'm still closing out November green, which is great. But to come back my first week, be down $1,000 for the first week that I'm back, and honestly, we're hoping shorts come through next week. Yeah. Honestly, I think what happened to me is I came in too hot. I put on too many positions, and not only that, but I'm not for me, honestly, trading political events is not my forte. I'm not the strongest at trading political events. Some people, they're really good at it. They're really good at trading elections. They're really good at trading Brexit. And then we got the G20 summit up here. And for me, honestly, I probably should have went a little bit lower and not traded so heavy this week. Yes, I did have some wins. I had a win on CRM. I had a couple wins on Microsoft. I had a couple wins on Apple this week. I had winning trades. It just didn't outpace the losing trades. JC, I'll get to you. Any advice on trading something around $60? Are you talking about $60 in your account or $60 stocks? You were going to go for $8 GE put. Yeah. GE was another thing. So, I don't have... I think this week I made a lot of mistakes in terms of... If you look at the charts, I didn't let pricing settle in. And really, the pricing this week didn't take any breaks. If you're looking at Alibaba here, it didn't consolidate. You didn't get good price. I overpaid for options as well because the market just didn't take any breaks. Because as you can see here, we have, if you're looking at the 5-day chart on Alibaba, there was no consolidation. It went up, it went down, it went up, it went down, it went up, it went down. All day, every day. And I guess it's good for day trading, but I wasn't day trading these. I was swing trading them. So it makes it difficult. It makes it difficult to make money that way. And the other thing this week that I didn't do is I let my positions ride. I did not. I played zero defense. I played zero defense. So, this is what it looks like when the market goes against your positions and you don't do anything about it. So, like I said before, you have two choices: let the market do what it does and take your money, or you could play defense and go after it. Defend your account, defend your positions. And I didn't do it this week. We didn't get it done. Yeah, my positions are too big. Yeah, I just had at one point I had 12 positions on. I still have a lot of positions on here. I think where we did make some money today was or got somebody back, that should say. All my positions are red because I closed out all my winning positions last few days, since Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But I only had one thing that hurt me this week is I only had one green day this week. And if you only have one green day out of out of 5, if you only have one green day out of 5, it's just not going to cut it. So, being down 1,000, yes, it hurts. It's not the end, but it allows you to refocus. I'm still closing out November green, so I'm happy about that. But I didn't want to come back my first week and give back $1,000 in my account. Richard, what's going on, man? If you have $60 in your account, you should probably be paper trading. I recommend, if you're starting out trading, definitely paper trade. And if you only have $60 in your account, maybe you should buy stock and let it ride up. But $60 is very risky. I definitely think for a beginner account, you could try $250, but you better go super small. You should not spend more than $20 on a position. And then $500 would be ideal. Richard did okay. Could have done better. Yeah, I think everyone could have done better. Now that it's the end of the week, is a lot of a retrospect, and you can see that the S&Ps. I mean, a lot of two-sided action, but I mean the grind up was undeniable. The grind up was undeniable. 2760. I mean, that's crazy. Still, I mean, still not where we not where bulls need it to be, but I mean it's heading there. It's heading there. So I don't know if we're gonna break above like 28.15, then it's gonna get serious for bulls, and it's gonna make bears really nervous because there's a lot of people that through this they've been shorting just like we have. Like I have definitely been shorting, and and they were shorting, and if they're going to get margin called eventually if we keep continuing going up, depending how leveraged they are, I guess. I hear that more focus on the higher probability of profit. Yeah, I think also option sellers got screwed this week too, just because of the whipsaw. Yes, I mean a lot of the stocks ended up in the same like Alibaba had a lot of whipsaw action, but it did end up higher. But in reality, it was up like $10, but it did stay in the same range for most of the week. Facebook had a lot of two-sided action there as well, and really just no rest. There was no rest for purchasing options. So yeah, CRM's the only one that I did today. So the ones that I guess the options or the positions that we're looking at right now that I have on for next week, CVS, which is like a low volume stock. I thought that it looked like it was gonna break down. So yesterday had a down day, and then at open it legged down as well. I have the 78 put, 82 call on this, and it touched down to like 78, 76 area. And then it kind of grinded back up, still sticking at this 80. So I don't know if CVS is going to kind of grind it out here around 80, just kind of consolidate, or if it's actually going to rip up or it's going to drop. So, we're going to see. It's going to digest that. But in terms of like other pricing, like the market didn't really digest anything this week. I mean, we had some nice coil up action on the S&Ps, and then it was just ripping up. But a lot of fake outs. I wanted to pull an Iron Condor today, but didn't manage to get filled on SPX. I think Iron Condor right now would be very risky. Just to be honest with you. I mean, the S&P's up 130 points this week. I guarantee you probably would have been burned with an Iron Condor. If we go back to the last 10 days, if we go back to the last 10 days on the S&Ps, I mean, it's basically just right back, near where it was. Except for this leg up near the end of the day here. But, last week you guys had some really big down days, and then, it's basically just recovered where it was. I mean, I guess if you're selling an iron, if you're able to hold the Iron Condor like through all this, which I guarantee like a lot of the people, a lot of seasoned traders even were getting trapped in this, because when they were getting tested on their put side, I guarantee they're rolling their puts down. And then they're rolling their calls down. But the thing is, like when you're in this position, like let's say you had an Iron Condor on this, you had an Iron Condor before this whole thing happened here on the S&Ps. Now let's say you had the Iron Condor, and then your puts were getting tested. While you roll down your puts, you're also rolling down your calls, and then you get double whammy because then your calls get hit. So you roll up your calls and you roll up your puts. So it's tough. The best thing would be to not do anything. Leave for a week and come back and it's basically the same price, and then the Iron Condor would work. But you have to understand that are you able to look at your account, see the losses, hold on, and still believe in the trade. Last week, I mean, I was paying attention to the news. I wasn't trading, but the news articles that were coming out was, it trapped a lot of people, and then it ripped it back up and took their money again. So I think an Iron Condor makes sense in this market if you're willing to be patient, if you're willing to do something that's like 60 days out, maybe 50 days out. Dorian, what's going up? I started on time today. Easy. Nice to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Shadow Drone, welcome to the fam. I'm new. Is exercising an option when you sell it, or no? Exercising an option is when you have the right to purchase 100 shares, and you exercise your option contract to receive the 100 shares. However, you have to buy the 100 shares. You can just buy and sell a contract or an option just outright if there's a buyer, of course. No, just water, Tobin. Just water today because I'm still battling. I'm actually doing a lot better. I don't sound very good like this week. But a couple of the streams last couple of days, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it through the whole thing because I'm just like getting slammed. JC, I got an Apple 200 205 square 90-95 depth spreads. I think I made a mistake. If you have a debit spread on Apple, it's going to be tough. Apple has a lot of bad press right now. Square. I mean, today it closed red, even though the Dow's up 200, S&P's up 20, 22, Nasdaq up 50. Elvis, what's going on, Gilda? If you're just joining us, say what up. I think a debit spread on Square for that price is going to be kind of hard. I mean, it hasn't been in the 90s since early October. So I don't know how much time you got on it, but it may be a while. I appreciate you, Shadow Drone. Thank you. Keep it up. I see what you mean. I've been watching a lot of videos about learning options on Robinhood. Hey, glad you're here. Thank you so much. Thanks for subbing. We're glad to have you. Loading the good. Square price is 46 Feb. Yeah. Nick, think of some question. If you let your option expire worthless, you shouldn't pay the commission, right? Yeah, correct. So and the same thing for any brokerage. If you just let it go, it expires worthless. You don't pay any commissions on it. So that's why on sometimes on Thinkorswim when it's worth like $1 or something, I don't close it out because it's just like, well, what's the point? You know. I mean, better have the odds of maybe something crazy in the market happening than pay the commissions to TD Ameritrade. Robinhood will exercise automatically expiration. If you're in the money, it will buy shares. Correct. If you have the cash. If you don't have the cash, it will sell your position for you 1 hour before close. Richard, thanks, man. Thanks for the $10. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Did that with Matt today on Tastyworks. Yeah. Joe, where's the blog you heard? JC, what Joe's referring to is that he comments on the videos here pretty much all day, every day. You get some Joe action. So if you check yesterday's video, you will see all the comments Joe made today. Gilda got paid on Workday, SPLK, nice. Yeah. So, I mean, if you guys weren't here earlier, Kit, thank you. Appreciate you. Kit and Diz, the tag team. Yeah, so, I mean, today wouldn't have been so bad, I think, if I didn't place those CRM trades. And if you know, I would have only been down like $25 in the day if I didn't place the CRM trade, and then if I closed out my CRM put at open today, that was my regret. So like I think this week what I learned this week is that kind of what's been working for me in the past in terms of November and October is when positions go against me, I defend those positions. I either put different positions on to offset it, or I average down, or I do something to kind of offset the loss. And this week I didn't do anything like that. Gilda, glad to help you with the strangle. But for next week, what I'm going to be looking at is I have this GM position. It's currently in the money. It's down $16, mainly because it was a bearish strangle. It's now I'm in the money on the call side only by 45 cents. So if we get some bullish momentum in the market next week, I mean, I'll probably make some money back, which will be good. So I'll have it's looking like it wants to test back up to 38.75 GM. I actually thought this was going to break down because I actually thought it was going to. My target was like the 35 area, 35, 34 area here, and now we're ripping back up. So it really just kind of faked you out here during the consolidation. So if we get some bullish movement in the market, I mean, this is going to be 39.40 pretty easily. So hopefully I can make some more. I can make some money back in there for next week. IBM also started to get some money back on here. It's been a losing position, and I actually should have loaded up some more IBM on this and defended this position a little bit more. Like this. Like I said, this week I don't know why I did not play defense at all. Like I don't. But if you look at these IBM calls that I have December 21st, 35 calls. My average on these calls, let's see here. My average on these calls right now is 46 cents, which is a lot more than what it's going for. But let's go into... Now, I could have this could have been a good defensive trade, and a couple of days ago, it was going for 7 cents and 10 cents, and today it touched up to 20 cents. So I could have easily played defense on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever, and held on to this week. I mean, there's a lot of time on these calls. They were yes, my average is 46 cents right now, but I could have bought 5 or 10 of them. Down at like 7, 8, or 9, or 10 even, and held them on and sold them off today for a nice chunk. So, this kind of shows you that defense does work, even on losing positions. Like this was a pretty bad loser. I mean, it was down like 150. Now we're down 118. So we got some money back. So this position will help me out a lot. But let's go to IBM. What I was looking at here, what I need here is it to break this 125 mark here where it got rejected last time, and continue to like at least 130. 130 was my target. So, but yeah, this definitely shows you that defense does work if you do play it. But you also have to, when you play defense, it also in your average, especially if you're averaging down, it has to be a trade that you believe in. How did the summit go? Ice cooler. The summit's all weekend, and Trump's meeting with the Chinese president tomorrow for dinner, I believe. Chicken Wing, what's going on? Anonymous, what's up? Watch my belly. He's a person, Joe. You can't eat him. You can't eat people. It's frowned upon. So at this point in time with my portfolio, I'm actually hoping for some bullish momentum. Even though I did place this Amazon trade yesterday, now it's down 50%. But what I want is some bullish momentum to get out of GM. I want to get out of IBM. USO is another one that's kind of interesting as well. USO, I mean, it's been heading lower all week, but same. It's just this chop, and I think that we really need to get over this weekend. Like, it's just too much chop, too many news-related articles. And honestly, I don't like trading. I don't like trading politics. I don't like trading political events or events like that. I prefer just to trade what the charts are doing in technicals, but right now we're not in that area. It does look like oil is going to head lower, and if we look at some of the futures, I mean, it's still chill at the bottom here, and it's still descending. It's having some consolidation, but it's still consolidating in a descending pattern here. So, oil under $50 a barrel, I think definitely is going to happen. Unless of course, Russia does some things with their output this weekend. So I don't like I said, I don't like all these events. We'll be much better. We'll be back to making more money once all these like political events and speculation are over with. Like right now, it's just too much speculation. Everybody has an opinion, and nobody knows which way we're going. Which is, I mean, we never really know which way we're going, but we have an idea. But when your trade ideas are, if Trump and China reach a deal, I mean, that's like very 50-50. So, I mean, CNBC is saying, yeah, that's like, you know, they're preparing for a deal, and then somebody else is saying, well, this guy is going to be at the dinner who doesn't like the deal, so it may not happen. And then, like, you know, at the end of the day, like, let's just do it. So yeah, if I'm looking, I got on USO, I got 14 days on this, so hopefully next week I can take this position off. I mean, it's been heading lower, but there's been some two-sided action here. Like I said yesterday, every time it peaked at 11, I probably should have averaged in some more, and I probably would have been way more profitable than that. I'm at some point today I was up like $20, and now I'm down 9 on the position. So I probably should have traded this a lot better. But at the same time, I was really just, my first week back, I didn't want to push it too much, but at the same time, by not pushing it too much, I also hurt myself on the positions that I had. So that's the catch-22 there. You short Facebook too. I had the 139 call and the 131 put, which the 131 put expired worthless, and the 139 call I sold yesterday. So I no longer have a position on Facebook. That one expired worthless. I just had this on because it expired worthless. Oops. I don't know why it takes a random time to log back in. Nick, tell JC what I think about the Facebook site. JC, Joe thinks that the Facebook website, if you're on it too long, will cause brain damage. Anonymous, if you look, I mean, yesterday it bounced down here too. Pre-market, it bounced down here too. So, if this does make a move back up to 11, I will short. I will. So, like, when you make mistakes or you lose in the market, you really got to analyze. Like right now, as like this whole 30 minutes I've been talking, I've been analyzing the things that I did wrong this week, so that way next week and moving forward, I don't make those same mistakes. So use my strip club money on USO loss. Well, I guess it's better. Like I've some people send me messages that they gambled their rent away. So I guess you're not using money that, like, you're using money, the entertainment money. So that's good, I guess. Anyways, I still have my VIX position on in case we do get a sharp drop. But my portfolio is I'm delta negative right now, so I'm skewed to the negative. Mostly my oil position. This GE position is going to go away. That expire worthless. Let's talk about GE for a second. So GE really hurt people yesterday, and if you take a look, I was actually eyeing these, and I kind of gave up on GE because I didn't want to put more money in it. I made a lot of money in the last month on GE, and I just gave back $200 on GE. You know, the expire worthless today, and excuse me. Actually, it doesn't show here. Now they're down. But if I look at these earlier today, these 7.5 puts here. Now, I was looking at these yesterday or a couple days ago even, and I didn't think they were going to come. But yesterday, these 7.5 puts were trading for like 4 cents, 3 cents, and they reached this morning up to 15 cents. But as you can see, after GE had a recovery here, they expired at 1 cent. You know, so that's why you got to be careful. So I didn't put any more money in it, but I mean, this was definitely a losing trade. You know, high of 35 cents this week, down to 1 cent. So you know, if you're an option seller, you definitely cleaned up here. But I mean, this was GE. GE is a tough trade. GE was a tough trade this week as well, because every time you thought that it was going to go lower, even though the market was green, GE was going down, and then it had some crazy rip ups. I mean, yesterday was just like, I mean, come on. It's insane. I mean, my position on GE, I actually hope now that I hope GE goes back up to like $8, $9, $10, because then I will definitely get another position on it. But right now, I'm gonna probably sit out on GE until we can get a little bit higher, because down here in the sevens, it just seems like it's been harder to squeeze the juice. The juice has been tough to squeeze. It did hit 8. It hit a high 8 yesterday, exactly 8. Right here, it says right here, high 8. Low this week is 726. After the massive drop today, though, it really didn't do anything. Just sat here. So, I mean, this week was definitely a tough trading week. Samesh got paid. Nice. What was some of the other ones? And then Twitter. So, Twitter, that's the other one I want to talk about. I mean, what in the world? 2 days in a row. So Twitter, Keith, how you doing? Twitter, I have the 30 put and the 33 call, okay? And yesterday it bombed all the way down to 29.87. I wasn't expecting it to recover back up to here, but it seems like going back towards this mean. If we're going to look at Twitter, it's just coming back into range, and it's been in this like 31, 32 range for a while now. And today it bombed again at open. I thought we were gonna have another repeat of yesterday, except for it was gonna maybe go from like 31 down to 29 or 28, and then it fully recovered within 50. Like it dropped in 15 minutes, and then it fully recovered within an hour, and then just sat here at 31.48, 31.50, 31.45 is where it closed. So really didn't do anything all day after that dip and rip. So, you know, definitely makes it hard to trade. So I still have that position on, but I think depending on where it goes on Monday, I'm probably just going to close that. I'm going to probably just close that position out. You know, we're down $50 on it, but we'll recoup what we can. We can make back like $60, $70 on it. So we'll get that back in the account and redeploy it. But it doesn't look like Twitter wants to go anywhere from this like 31.50 level. Keeps bouncing up here for some reason. Joe, take GE back up to 10, and we'll all make some fat stacks. Take GE up to 10, and we'll write it down to 5. That would, if you could do that, that'd be my Christmas present. My problem is I never know how far out to go. Some say a couple days, and others say nothing less than 45. So, JC, what? It all comes down to the pricing, of course. How much you're going to get paid, or how much you're paying for that option, and if you think, let's say for like Twitter, you know, right now, well, who was that? It was Netflix, actually. I was looking at Netflix options for next week, and it was saying next week the expected move for Netflix for next week is $17, which, I mean, I guess that makes sense for Netflix, because, I mean, it has moved in the last week. It has moved like $26, but if it's moved $26 and it's already moved $26, and that was a big week, and next week it's going to move, you know, it's pricing in $17, $18 move. You know, for me, I feel like you're not going to get the best deal. Like if it said like maybe we'll move like 10, then I probably would have put a trade on for next week. But you kind of have to gauge it by what the expected move is, how much those options cost, and how much time do you have to trade. Do you have time to sit at the desk and monitor it, then do something more aggressive? If you don't have time to monitor your trade, obviously you're going to want to go like a month out or 2 weeks out. So it really depends on how you want to trade it, how much time you have to trade. So those are the factors. and if you're getting a good deal. If you're selling options, I mean, that's a different story. Shorting options. Twitter has been like an attack cat waiting in the closet to get you. Yeah, so it has big moves in those stops, but it's like, I mean, you're looking for some follow through here. Like, you're looking for some follow through. Yes, it's lower, but I mean, Twitter. If we go back to Twitter, Derek, I mean, the only saving grace, the only reason why I kept that position on, is because if you see how this is descending, that the highs keep getting lower. This high, and then this high is lower, and then this high is lower. So it may be getting tired where we're gonna fill this gap here between like 28 and 29 here, which would be the target which I'm looking for, but it's playing hard to get. Nick, what day do you think the market will dip again? It's been up the last few days. To be honest, this is my first Friday for the bulls. You know, it's hard to say. Like, loading the good, like I was saying, like right now the catalyst and everybody's waiting on this trade deals and all that. And like, yes, it could happen. We could make a trade deal with China. We could have all these things happen with all these other leaders, and it's great for America. But at the same time, all that stuff could backfire. Things could get terrible. Like next week, the headlines could read like, no trade deal. Trump puts $250 billion in tariffs on Chinese goods. Blah blah blah. The list goes on, and then we're going to be looking at an entirely different market. So right now, everything. We need this weekend to be over to figure out anything. We need this weekend to be over. Like, I need this weekend to be over. Yesterday's short trade in G was supposed to be a Christmas present, Nick. I know, but I didn't do it. I needed to do it. I didn't do it. Next week. We'll get them next week. Yes, Keith, I can, because I had 160 GE contracts go worthless at $6 today. So, Oliver, in this market, there's no such thing as an expected move. Yeah, I agree, but I'm just saying what the market is pricing it in at. Then that's how I make my decisions, like if I'm getting a good deal on options or not. Because when you're buying options, the goal is for you to is for the market to underestimate the move. I make more money when the market thinks it's not going to move that much, and then it moves that much, and then I make a lot more money. So, FC, I haven't used expected move to factor in if it's a good deal. Yeah, I mean, I use it all the time. Especially in hedging, because when you hedge a position such as a strangle, you need the expected move to be underpriced to hedge and make profits for when your leg goes in the money. Your bad news list is really bad. But Keith, to put it in perspective with you, for you, I've made on GE short from like from 10 down to like 8. I've made probably $2 to $3 grand in profits, and even though I gave back some gains, I gave back about $800. I think that we're still at $1,500 on that. It's still a good trade for me. So I'm not sweating it. Yeah, I didn't want them to expire worthless, and I probably should have traded those 7.5 calls when GE was up so much yesterday. But like I said, the political events just, I don't do well in these environments. What do you think about CFDs? Are you talking about like TradeNet stuff? Because I'm not going to get into that. Your bad news list is really bad. I'm going to go start drinking after work, make the weekend Zoom. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be watching the news this weekend because I mean, if you have the CNBC app on your phone, you're gonna get push alerts. Um, I'm not saying like I don't want to use my stream to say anybody's a scam or legit. I mean, I think you should do your own due diligence. Like at the end of the day, I'm just a regular guy that's trading options. I'm sharing my story. I'm sharing my things that went well, things that went bad. I don't have an opinion on other streamers or people that make money on trading or whatever. You gotta do your own due diligence, I think, man. You gotta do what's right for you. I don't know if anyone else in this has experience with that, but I'm not gonna get into that. But Jason Bond has a jet. But does he own it? I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna poke the bear. Because the last thing I need is all those people that support those people to come up here and destroy my channel. All right, Chatton, take it easy. Tiva's killing me. It's been weeks, not going anywhere. Yeah, Tiva. I've traded Tiva in the past, and really, it doesn't really move like that. I mean, when did you put the position on? But it's definitely been stuck here. But it does look very dangerous here. With Tiva, it looks like you gotta buy the dips and short the rips. I mean, that's what you gotta do. Putting a position on when it's consolidating, you better have some time on that, baby. Because it takes weeks, maybe even a month. I don't want to ruin the experience. I think we have a good experience going on right now. I like the people that are in this group. I don't want to have to fight haters or explain myself or I mean, I don't if it's a scam or not a scam. I mean, I guess we'll find out soon enough if you take part in that. I mean, if it doesn't feel right, don't do it. Like any trading thing, like if trading certain stocks doesn't feel right, then don't do it. If trading with certain brokerages like Sure Trader in Jamaica doesn't feel right, don't trade there, Makes sense. The other market's on fire right now. Yeah. Keith, I appreciate you. Yeah, Greg, we don't have to, we got an hour stream here. We don't got time for haters. We got time to explain. Are we making money? Are we losing money? I lost money this week. I like making money, but sometimes you need a lesson. And this week I got a few lessons. Doing your own homework is everything. That's why I love Nick. UVH has always been transparent, which is rare. Yeah, I mean, I'm just showing you what I trade, how I did well, how I failed. I mean, that's what I mean. I think I'm just trading like everybody else. I mean, everybody else in this stream has had success. Everyone in the stream has had failures. I'm just showing mine on sharing it with you guys. It's like picking up a page. What's your system, Nick? Spot's volume is not good. Loading the good. I'll tell you that right now. Spotify volume is really low. Yeah, I mean, not even 100 contracts, not even 100 open interest for the monthlies. For the monthlies, there's some more open interest, but I mean, it's not, volume is bad. Spot's not good. Same with Kit. What's up? Shop. Same with Shop. I like Shop. I've traded Shop in the past. I do like this chart. I mean, two-sided action where it looks, I've made some money in the past, but Shop, and there's just no volume on these contracts as well. And I know a lot of people, I mean, Shop is a pretty popular brand, and a lot of people like it, but there's just no volume on these things. Nobody trades it. I just don't. I don't know why people aren't trading Shopify. Because this chart to me looks like a good options trading chart. You know, we have some very nice two-sided action this year. I mean, it's been up over the last 2 years. It's up pretty big. You know, it's from a year ago, $38.69 to $152. I mean, it's a great chart. A lot of two-sided action. When it falls hard. When it rips hard. But Shop, I mean, I like the company. I liked trading it when I did trade it, but I just don't know. I don't understand why nobody's trading this. I don't understand why no one's trading the options on it. Hopefully, people start trading it because that'd be fun. Anonymous, anyone make big bucks? I mean, yeah. I mean, I've traded expiration date quite a few times and made some good money, but it's really like quick flips. You know, I've made $500 before, $1,000 before on expiration day. I've also lost money on expiration day too, so you got to be very careful with trading on expiration day. Trading on expiration day, you have to really know what you're doing and have very specific goals for entry and exit. And if that goes against you, how you're going to exit that trade, because theta and being out of the money is going to chop you to zero. As you can see, as you guys saw with those GE calls today, you know, high of 15 down to 1 cent. That's what happens when you're day trading expiration day. Easy, the sun is shining in my life. Now it's time to make it count. Test results negative. Easy. Man, I'm so happy right now. I'm so glad to hear that. I'll message you later when I get off here, man. That's amazing. That made my week. I don't even care about the $1,000 I lost. That's the most amazing thing that I heard. Man. Show some love to EZ. He was going through some very scary stuff. He got his test results were negative. Show some love to EZ, man. Man, I love that. FC UVH for life. Right on, man. I love the support. I'm back. The meeting got canceled. Chetan, welcome back. Matthew, nice to see you. I'm glad you joined our Facebook group. Glad to see you in there. Yeah, Easy had a cancer scare, so you know, it's some cancer's the worst. I'm sure we all know someone that's being impacted by cancer right now, and you don't wish that on anybody. So I'm glad you're okay, man. The prayers were been answered. Yeah, that's amazing. Assuming the news goes well for G20, where do you see Baba going to before it dips again? You know, Baba, I still own Baba shares, and this is very, you know, it's been ascending here. I mean, this could be, I mean, I'm not gonna say it. I mean, if the trade war and things go, I mean, this should definitely be back at like 200 or at least 190, I think. You know, it's definitely been held down way too long for the amount of money they make and for the amount of profit they make. This is way under. This stock is way underpriced. It's been beaten. It's been beaten all year. Oh, Keith, I'm sorry to hear that, man. And my uncle has only about a couple months to live as well. Some tough stuff going on right now. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just reading these comments that you guys are showing. Thanks for showing love to Easy. Anonymous, what is the best company for natural gas options? I don't really trade nat gas that much. Do you guys? Does anyone here have any suggestions for Anonymous for nat gas? Does anyone trades nat gas in here? We can look them up if you have any tickers. We can look them up here and see if they're liquid. Ice Cooler, sorry to hear, man. Cobra Commander, I had a stroke scare last month, but MRI showed negative. Man. Life is precious. Man. Whenever heard congrats to test results, I immediately thought you're Mari, so that you're not the father. Nick, have you used butterflies? Are they about the same as iron condors? I don't typically trade butterflies. You can, but they take time to work out, and they do cost a bit more buying power. Thank you, Nick, for the support. Really helped me. Never did I think I would have the support when I first joined the group. Yeah, we're family, man. Easy, we're family, bro. UGAZ. UGAZ. I don't think they trade. UGAZ. I don't think trades options, but you could trade the stock, I guess. Yeah, no options. I was looking. This is a 3 times leveraged ETF. I was looking for more of nat gas company, I guess, that you could trade options on. UNG, PCG. UNG. Let's see here. Okay, so UNG has some liquidity. Doesn't look terrible. Next week's not looking so hot. There are some volume on some weird action here. Like these have like 31 puts have 31 volume. 38 puts have 1,000 volume. Open interest is only 4 though, so you got to be very careful. And then what was the other one? Oh, PCG, Pacific Gas. Yeah, I've heard of them before. I think I don't only trade them because like normally there's just no volume on these. Does anyone have anything with volume? Butterfly equals the lottery earnings lottery play. Yeah, I don't typically lotto play. Oh, CHK. I haven't traded them in a long time. Because weren't they like $1? A couple dollars? Yeah, they're only like $3. It's hard for me to trade stocks under $5. But CHK actually is one of the more well-known, and they do have some volume on these right here. So CHK, but if you look at CHK, I guess this would be good if you have like a smaller account. You know, and then you have time for it to work out because you know when you get down here like $3, it's definitely harder to make money. But I mean, it does move. You got like 32 shares of CHK today. Nice. Made $15 on DGAZ. Cool. The low on PCG is going bye-bye, and it indicates a 40% move lower than that. Sorry, guys. I'm just reading all these comments here. The fact that CHK is dropping like a rock even as nat gas soars shows what a POS is. No, man, easy. Do you, man. Do you, easy. It's your time. Literally just left the hospital I've been in the last 2 days. All right, easy. I'll shoot you a message when I get off the stream here. We got about 6 minutes left. Anything else you guys want to look at? You know, to kind of recap, lost $1,000 this week. Learned a lot of lessons. If you're joining late, I did my recap in the first half of this stream, so hit the replay. Yeah, Oliver, I agree with you about CHK. It's famous in the penny stock land. Easy got paid. Nice. Negative test results and getting paid. That's some sweet stuff there, man. I'm happy for you. Nvidia. Derek. G Steez, what's going on? Haven't seen you here. If you're new here, say what up. Trying to meet everybody. My uncle's only got a few weeks, man. Nvidia, this actually looks pretty bullish here. We'll see if we can get a gap close here. I'm sure this was very hard to trade this week, considering pretty much everything was hard to trade this week. Yeah, a lot of dips, a lot of rips, just like everything else. But I mean, after 170, I think sky's ahead, man. If we get some bullish news, HD Home Depot. Man, I missed out on Home Depot. I'm gonna have to do some studying this weekend and write down some of these. So I definitely like this right here, up until like 188 area. So I mean, it's got another $10 to move. Definitely like that. Unless it decides to consolidate in here, which I guess it could too. So I'll just be mindful of that. Coop, I don't know. Is that a penny stock? No. Coupa. I think we did mention this a couple weeks ago, maybe. I think the issue here is liquidity. I mean, liquidity's not bad. Open interest is okay. Actually, not terrible. Not terrible. In the money looks a little rough for the bid and the ask, but out of the money doesn't look that bad. 10 cents, 20 cents. But in terms of them, you know, if I was trading this, I would definitely be concerned about, you know, around this 65 area where it got rejected last time. And then if it gets past that, I mean, definitely 70 area. So if you're bullish on it, like for me, I'd probably wait till like 70. And then if you're bearish, like now would probably be a good time around 70 to get it on a bearish position. FXI, G-Steez got paid. FXI. Yeah, this one is I think this one is really going to depend on what happens this weekend. So this could get rejected here at 42 like it has in the past, or I mean, it's really hard to say. We need to know what's going to happen this weekend. It's hard to speculate based on the chart if anything could happen. Now, if we have good news, I mean, obviously this could easily go back up to like 50. A lot of comments. A bunch of these nat gas stocks should have defunct, like Enron. Agreed. $50 lunch buy NVIDIA. I say it sees 140 by Christmas. I guess we'll see. Do you believe in technical analysis, King Jacob? I guess it depends on technical analysis. Like, I don't really use RSI or anything. I mostly go on support and resistance. Some people, I mean, whatever works for you. CHK is a crazy story. I guess back in the day, an exec drove himself into a wall like 100 miles per hour to enjoy jail time. What? I'll have to look it up. Chad, and I think you're right. I was actually gonna think about averaging them down, but I'm gonna wait until Monday and then I'll average them down. I'll average them down as well. If we can. I was actually looking at those Amazon puts. You know, I got the 1400. I bought it for 99. It's now worth 54. You know, if this can go down to 40 cents, I will definitely buy some more. So I'll probably buy if it reaches 40 cents, I'll probably buy 2 more. Easy. OPEC meeting December 6th. Good. Noted. So close any oil positions on before December 6th. Excellent. Let's see here, man. Facebook looks like it wants to break the downtrend. I agree. More bullish momentum here. Nice drip up to easy. If it has bullish momentum, 150 easy. But right now, Facebook has a lot of bad press, so we'll see how bad it gets for them. That's the only thing that's holding Facebook down is this press. Biofilm. Anonymous, are you like a herbal pharmacist? News greater than charts lately. Yeah, that's why it's been hard, Greg. That's why it's been hard to trade, like so hard. RH gives away shares of CHK for free, and most times it doesn't show up in your account, right? When they give you those shares. Kit's got a stringle on FXI, nice. Probably should have done the same, but since I was down so much on a Friday, that's why I only did one trade today. We'll reconvene on Monday. I just kind of gave up, to be honest with you, which I shouldn't have given in that so easily. Predict a headline post G20 from Summit. Yeah, Facebook to 150. All right, loading the goods. See you later. I'm about to sign off myself. Also bought some China stock. I think the good news will come for G20. Okay, easy. I see you. American Airlines. All right, last one. American Airlines. We're over an hour, guys, but I'm having a lot of fun with you guys today. Yeah, I mean 44, definitely 44. I can see that for sure. We missed the run though, the majority of the run. For me, well, I mean that's a 10% move for a stock like American Airlines, so definitely would be worth it to trade this at 44. You know, but we missed the major run. I don't know if I mean obviously this looks like it was earnings induced, just kind of like delayed earnings. I don't know if they had any other news. They'll be serving Trump steaks at G20 dinner. You mean they're going to be serving them with ketchup, or they're going to be well done with ketchup? If you're in Cali, come work for me. And we're giving people jobs in the that's amazing. Richard, thanks again for the $10 donations. Kit, Diz, thank you for the $2 donation. Man, you guys give me way too freely. Really appreciate it. All right, Workday, Carlos. Since I haven't seen you around here before, we'll do one more. Workday. Yeah, I mean they had earnings. I usually like to trade things after earnings, which I probably should have traded this. Let's see what it did. However, there wasn't after earnings here. After the initial pump, really wasn't much action. So I think it's really hard to see where it's going to go. We either want to look for retracement. Like before trading this, like I wouldn't trade this unless we can get some retracement back to a normal level, or it starts to consolidate. So I mean, I wouldn't touch this because it looks way too risky on either direction. I'm guessing because it had 12% move, options going to be overpriced. Yeah, everyone here is from Cali. But Carlos, welcome to the UVH fan, man, if this is your first time commenting. Hamed, take it easy. So, all right, guys, I gotta sign off. I'm gonna try to get some Mexican food tonight, some hot and spicy, some tequilas. You guys take it easy. It's been fun. Richard, Kit, thanks again for the donations. Really appreciate you. Everyone that was here. It's your first time here. Hit subscribe. Join our Facebook trading group. Link is below for that. You guys have a great weekend. We'll see what the summit brings. Should be fun next week. Let's get back into the green. It's always us versus herd.